what has God done for you? And I don't mean to just throw out that question willy-nilly, or I'm not looking for a, classic Christian answer. I really want you to sit and ponder for just a moment, what has God done for you? I don't mean what has God done for the world, or what has God done for his church, what has God done for your pastor. I'm talking about you personally right now, the person sitting on the other side of that camera. What has God done for you? Let me read you a few verses from Psalms 96. It says, "Oh, sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord, bless his name. Tell of his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous works among all the peoples. For great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods, for all the gods of the peoples are worthless idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary." I ask the question again, what has the Lord done for you? What song is upon your heart when you think about the great and wonderful things that God has done on your behalf? When I was younger, I used to actually be ashamed of my testimony. I used to think my testimony is not as good as the people who almost committed suicide and God did this miraculous act to save them, or the people who were addicted to drugs but God saved them out of that. God never saved me out of those things. But then one day, it struck me, it hit me. God still brought me back to life. I was once dead. I may have not been doing drugs, I may not have been robbing grocery stores or whatever, but I was still dead and separated from God. And I remember that my whole relationship with God changed when I realized that God brought me back to life. That's what he did for me. It doesn't matter how intense your testimony is, or maybe not so intense your testimony is. If you have placed your faith and trust in the true and living God, he brought someone who was dead to life. Or as Colossians says, he transferred you from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light. You see, when we sing songs of worship to the Lord, it should be personal to us. We should be thinking about all the wonderful things, all the grace that God has poured out on us, all the forgiveness, all the wonderful mercy he has shown us. It should be personal to us. We should feel something deep in our core. It doesn't matter how intense or lack of intensity your testimony bears. The reality is, if you belong to Christ, then he calls you to come and praise him, because he is deserving of all the worship. You see, Psalms 96 is all about giving him the praise that he deserves. And I want to encourage you with that today, friends. If God has brought you back to life, if God has saved you, no matter what he saved you from, remind yourself, he deserves my praise. He deserves my worship. That's who he created me to be. I am a creature of praise, and I praise the true and living God. And I want to encourage you today, church, walk in that praise. In fact, I want to challenge you. Read Psalms 96 when you have 5 to 10 minutes, because it's a beautiful chapter about how all of creation is screaming glory and praise to the true and living God. And friends, God saved you from the kingdom of darkness and brought you into his marvelous light. So church, join me in praising God today.